easy. We're going to not have a panic attack, okay? I'm going to just start drawing. What I was trying to say is, hi, my name is Veronica, aka Vespertiliu. I am a comic book author, tarot and oracle deck creator, and a drawing techniques teacher. And those are the reasons why this week I struggled. I actually had planned another video for this week, but I couldn't actually manage to talk about that. This week I thought we could take advantage of something I've been neglecting in the past few months. So this is a frame that I was working on in the past few months. Actually, I had to stop because I started working on those other projects. I really like how this is turning out. I'm a little upset I didn't finish it. So I thought we could go on with this piece. We could just talk about my inking process, which is something some of you often ask me about. Could be the chance to collect questions about my inking process and my inking technique in the comment section, and maybe make a more in-depth video about all those little things that could be problematic or could need clarification from me. So we're now going to work on this piece, as I said, but I'd like to talk about this piece a little before going on. The upper section of this piece is not actually going to match the lower section of this piece. As you can see, it's the same up and down and on the sides. But I've actually planned from the very start to choose a light source and go with that light source for all the piece. That means that all the sections of this piece that are towards the light source are going to be in the shadow in the lower part of this piece, because the light source is above this frame, so everything on the opposite side is going to be in the shadows. I hope this makes sense in English, but we'll see. I have to be careful on how I place my lights and shadows because it's going to be the other way around, basically. So let's talk about the tools I use. I've been using these STA pens for quite some time now. They're pretty good. I'm working with these pens also on my comics right now. I'm using these two pencils for this piece, which are the 0.3 and 0.4. Let's get started. As you can see right here, I'm trying to work with more curved lines. That is because the surface of the eye is not flat. So if I was working on trying to represent a more flat surface, I would work with more straight lines. But since the eyes are spheres, basically, I'm just working with curved lines. So I'm going to fix also there the shape of this eye, because it's not really precise right here. So I'm trying to fix this a little better. Let's continue. So another thing I noticed here is since I traced on a light box the sketch for the fur parts of this drawing, basically, I drew the little light point on the eyes on the same side on every eye. While having chosen the light source, I would have moved it. So I'm moving it now, as you can see. So the parts in the shadow are going to be this part right here of the ears, and also a little right there on this upper part of the body of the bat, a little right here, maybe also right here, on these parts that are facing . do this. So now we have this horn part, and I actually want to talk a little about this. Okay, trigger warning, bones. This is Andrea. It's a little broken because my cats used to play with him, so I have to fix him a little. And it's a goat skull, and it's a little. They're having their coquette moment right now. Why am I bringing out this goat skull? The reason is the importance of references. So here we have like a goat horn. Basically, it's an Aries horn, but it's pretty similar to this goat horn right here. Of course, I know not everyone can manage to have physical references at home like this, and of course this is also a very peculiar one because it's a skull basically. But it's important to have references because of course, you study what you see in a picture. In this case, this horn right here was from a picture, actually. It wasn't like copied from this skull. But what I can see in this like physical reference, like right here, it's pretty similar to what happens right here. So all these little details right here. So it's pretty cool to have references, physical references like this at home, because it really allows you to study what you want to draw. But even though you don't have something like this at home, like in this case I used pictures, not a drawing actually. It gives me the freedom to adapt my style to that picture without having to lay on another artist's style, let's say. So it's really important to use references. Actually use reference also for the bats here, and for the spiders, and also for all those little details here and there. I haven't actually copied those little details from everywhere, but I used references to get inspired to create those little details. So it's very, very, very important, and I have to, and I like to be repetitive on this. It's very, very important to use references. It's very, very important to study references. And if you you like to collect weird, funny things, just do it, because you have funny friends around your house, and they'll be also very, very useful for your art. So cheers to Andrea. It's done. I managed to finish it. Yay! Okay, it's not the final piece. I need to work on this. I need to work on this inner part of the frame, glue it on a harder support, cut it out, and then, as I said, I am wondering if I should put it on like another art piece, or make it a frame for a mirror. So if you have any suggestions on one of these two ideas, if you have any preference, please feel free to let me know. Feel free to ask me anything about my inking process. This was a very... So, this could have looked like a very chill video, but I was so anxious while filming this video. This was a very stressful video, if I have to be honest. But I'm happy I managed to do it. So I hope I was somehow helpful with what I shared and what I showed you today. I really look forward to making a video, a more in-depth video and a more structured video about this topic. Let me know and let's make this together. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for all the new subscribers. If you again have any questions, feel free to leave it in a comment below. If you have any suggestions about any other video you would like to see on this channel related to your artistic career or related to your artistic education, please feel free to let me know, and I'll be very glad to cover those topics with y'all. I think that's it for today. Bye!